All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the continuation of Taiko World Cup 2025. The round of 16 is going to be lighting up the scene once again as China, seed number 7, taking on the United Kingdom, who is 10th seed in this tournament. Both of them had very good opening round of 32 matches, and we're about to see a big clash today. So joining me once again is N-Wolf. N-Wolf, how you doing?
Hello! I'm very excited. Doing well. Big matches ahead of us.
Big lineups too. Filled in with lots of fan favorites from both the Chinese and United Kingdom's communities. Can't wait to see how it goes.
Yeah, me neither. Like, if you compare the scores from the last 2 weeks, you don't think this is going to be a close match. But there's always variance in performance, and UK is just trailing China basically everything.
Yep. Oh, okay. Super Triple S rolls a 43. I think that was enough for the win, actually. It was. So United Kingdom loses a roll, has to ban first, is banning Hidden 1. Again,
China
very
shambles.
popular. China in shambles. There's not even all the O's in the world could describe the amount of no's that came out of Akura Rizona's text box.
But it's only fair. So if you remember when they said that Team Hong Kong was number 1, the Chinese team was number 2 on Hidden 1 last week with only 2,000 points less.
Wow.
They had an insane Hidden 1 score, so you know what? Makes sense.
Yep. Checks out totally. Alright. Hard Rock 2 is being banned, also known as the Russian song. Wow. Big bands coming in. Hidden 1's been banned at least 8 times.
It's either been banned or picked, yeah.
Yeah, it's been banned at least 8 times. Hey, look, you get your map to start with. Nice job, N-Wolf. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
This has been a favorite to open matches. Unlike last week, where Darling tended to be the final map of a match.
Yeah, no, this has been more of the opening pick.
Yes. Either first or second pick, depending on who picks first.
So, this is a best of 9, so first of 5 maps will do the trick. The winning team will go on to the quarterfinals, where they'll be up against, I believe, the winner of South Korea's matchup, who is second seed. If we follow seeding favorites, the predicted opponent in the quarterfinals will be South Korea. So, who knows? Who knows? Definitely some big competition ahead for whoever wins in this matchup.
But it's a while till we get to that point.
100%. And there's a lot of things going on in this lobby, so let's see who is part of the opening lineup. Representing China, we see some of the old familiars over the last 2 or so years, 3 years. Super Triple S, Michael Leon, and KK Negative. Looking to start out from them on 2. And on the United Kingdom side, we got Mazionga, Nathaniel, and our recently added Taiko World Cup commentator Over the Hedge 2015. We got a few commentators within our lineup that's also playing in Taiko World Cup.
Yep, we just saw one last match, Yongen.
Yep, we have Yongen from Hong Kong. We've got Jay from Australia. You know, Over the Hedge currently playing for the United Kingdom, and even both of us, we've represented our countries in previous years. So,
No, I haven't.
wait, you never did? What?
No, I never played the Taiko World Cup. I've always been mapping.
Damn.
Mapping or pooling.
I thought you would. Okay.
No. My only chance would have been last year, or this year.
Ah, fair enough. Oh well. My point still stands. A lot of commentators also do play in Taiko World Cup.
Tizo also has been UK third badge.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's get it underway. The United Kingdom off to a good start. We got Mazionga topping the lobby, currently tying with Super Triple S. Over the Edge looking absolutely fantastic as well at 99.6%.
Yeah, 5 of these players are quite evenly matched. The only thing that puts China back a bit is KK Negative's 98% accuracy, which isn't a bad accuracy. This map is stupid, but UK is currently destroying it. But we know from past experience, it's very easy to find multiple misses at once on any given pattern, like this one. Nope, not this one.
Yeah, it is incredibly close. Only 20,000 points separating the two sides. That is not very much. A big miss will easily flip the result. And there we go, Mazionga getting the miss right on cue. And Over the Hedge will tip the lead over the edge to China's side.
Now it's their map to lose Super SSS trades, but is it enough for UK to steal it back? Because they still have 2 combo deficits. But with the accuracy drops from China, it could be enough.
It's going to be very close. There's only 200 points apart that's separating these two teams. But Over the Hedge with a critical miss, going to give China 10,000 points and rapidly climbing.
No one missing over 112 cut.
Yeah, despite the very solid accuracy on this front, the combo playing a bigger role in this matchup. And it looks like China is going to defend the opening pick.
That was a close one. That's what I said. There's variance in performance. Like, this could have been easily United Kingdom's point, but when the Kia section hit and multiple of their players found multiple misses.
Yeah, MVP going to Nathaniel with 4 100s, getting a full combo. Michael Leon and KK Negative also getting full combos at 10 and 13 100s respectively. Everyone else in the lobby picking up 2 or 4 misses here and there. Still, the 100 count was very low, as you were saying. Definitely within the realm of variance for the majority of these players. So, China very, very lucky to be on the right side of that coin to walk away with the point. And here we go, No Mod 3, Scooter Brother.
Rare? I don't think we've seen this a lot.
No, we haven't. Yeah, I don't know. The speed pick hasn't been as popular as I expected it to be. I mean, look, last week a lot of the higher seed teams usually use the speed pick to abuse the seeding deficit that you see in round 32. Round 16, I did expect maybe a little bit less interest, but I didn't expect this amount of drop off. I guess a lot of maps have just been more popular. The free mod 4, no mod 2, no mod 4 is an example.
Yeah, no mod 4 has been quite a bit more favorable this week than last week.
Yeah, 100%. So let's have a look at how this will shape up. China maintaining their roster. United Kingdom switching out over the hedge for Rose.
Eloise.
Oh, Eloise. Oops, I didn't see the L there, my bad.
It's a funny name.
Eloise, okay, that's it. Alright. Well,
yep.
Alright, cool. Just checking. Because it's gonna be hard to remember on the fly. But not as fast as this map. 280 beats per minute. It's very intense. In fact, only 11 points separating the two teams. What? Okay. That is a very
Levo because Michael found another 100. No, KK negative found one. Super SSs found one as well. Double SSs are gone except for Maziongas.
Yeah. So, with that introduction out the way, not even introduction, sorry, halfway into the song, and United Kingdom barely holding a 4,000 point lead. The accuracy advantage being led by Mazionga, who is holding a double S through a very phenomenal first half, and is being well supported by Nathaniel. Oh, but Super Triple S picking up a huge miss there.
Yeah, this is quite a good league for the UK now, because we don't see a lot of miss on this map, generally speaking. Unless someone runs out of steam towards the end.
Well, let's see. China does have a lot of good backup scores. KK Negatives at 99.9. Michael Leon's at 99.7. United Kingdom can still choke this. It only takes one. So, Mazionga losing the double S, very tragic. The win is very comfortably in United Kingdom's hands. A bit of accuracy dropped to finish off the map, but United Kingdom brings it home. And just like that, 5 S ranks across the board. Look at that. That's a beautiful sight to behold.
Yeah, no one with a double-digit 100 count. Mazionga with 1, Nathaniel with 2, as well as KK negative. Michael and both Super SSS have 6 100s, and then we have Eloise with 8, which is ridiculously close. All of them.
Yeah, those are some very top scores. So, definitely a good opening pick by the United Kingdom. And now, it is up to China to retaliate in kind, to keep things even in the world. So, where will China go from here? We have a lot of choices. No Mod 1's been popular, No Mod 4's been very popular. Heck, we even got like free mod and whatnot. Oh, here we go. Super Triple S going with No Mod 4.
AK song composed by Nathaniel.
Very exciting. Nah, you know, totally, yep. Hey man, you never know, man.
He won't be playing it. Hedge replaces Nathaniel.
Wait, Nathaniel's part of a name change? very exciting.
Lore. Checking lore instantly.
We have to go to the VAR.
Hey, Nathaniel was eliminate 294 or eliminate.
100%. So, let's see. Louis Minato stepping in for China. Yep, alright. The VAR is coming in. Apparently, Nathaniel was eliminated in the past.
Yep. I just checked.
Wait, I spaced out. I was reading the chat.
We're going to start with map. Last match we've seen tricky performances from most players. Let's see if these are a little bit more comfortable.
Well, let's see. I mean, both United Kingdom and China have placed a very high bar over the first two picks that we have seen. So there is definitely plenty of tension that is building between these two teams. Not a lot of room for error, which is to be expected from a winners bracket match. You're not expected to be holding back, especially when you are 7th and 10th seed. So,
a single 100 lead.
Yep, 2-100 lead in United Kingdom's favor. Definitely a good start for the United Kingdom. There we go. As the first key item continues to press on, everyone's holding steady. But let's see. As the song carries on, so does the intensity. Alright, now a lot of players can get caught off guard as they switch their perspective to account for the slower SV.
This is probably the hardest section of the map.
And everyone's doing incredibly well. It is neck and neck. All of these players are absolutely in tune.
I think China has managed to stay consistent throughout that section and have a minor accuracy lead.
Yeah, this is absolutely intense.
Mazionka is trying to keep UK in the lead with the highest accuracy in the lobby still.
And you know what the worst part is? I think the worst part of the song was over.
Yeah, this section is comfortable
this is relative
in comparison to the rest.
Yeah, relatively, of course. But there's still plenty of time for a miss. It only takes one.
It's actually just within 100s, but could be catastrophic. Just a single more 100.
I actually think they're on track to tie.
No, China has a single 100 lead right now. KK Negative is ahead.
Can China bring home the point? This would be a very thin victory, and it is a very thin victory for China. China winning by 2 100s. That is on the gimmick pick, by the way.
This is ridiculous.
Wow. That is absolute. Louise and Minato canceling each other out. Super Triple S and Over the Hedge canceling each other out, but KK Negative 2 100s and Mazionka 4 100s. That is a phenomenal result.
Yep.
Wow.
And that just shows this match is going to be insane.
Yeah, this is going to be insane. You thought that, there were exciting matches today in the taiko scene. Oh, this may be a top contender if China and United Kingdom keep playing like this.
So far, both teams could have won 3 maps each.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. So,
And UK going with Hard Rock 1, which is the map they got number 1 on last week.
Yep. United Kingdom going for another defensive pick. Probably a good idea to do that in this matchup. But yeah, the pressure is definitely on. Well, let's see. Who is coming in for China in this pick? Will it be Akura Rizona? No, it's going to be Lai.
Apparently Sushi.
Oh, Sushi, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, his nickname is... His nickname is Sushi, and that's what the other Chinese players call him.
Yeah, it's about as pronounceable of a name as Eloise's written name.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
But chat, what does the song title mean? This is a quiz. You have 2 minutes time.
But what about the song? What about the map? We ain't got the time to Google that.
Means what it means. That's incorrect. It doesn't mean. It doesn't translate to. It
is what it is. You know. You leap when you leap.
Dissonance of carbonara. See, this is the kind of answer I like.
Ah, of course. Grimbo coming in clutch. Oh, and so is the Tourney client with the machine fire. Yep, sounds about right. Someone needs to take that sound effect and turn it into a mixtape. I'm surprised no one's tried it. I'm surprised no one's tried it yet.
I don't remember the song entirely, but there's that Daria Core song from the O's World Cup. And it might have bad sound. It definitely has the miss sound.
Good meme.
Yeah.
Alright. So, let's go. As we get this matchup underway, United Kingdom out in front. Expected when you have 2 double S's. Okay, make that 1.
Yeah, so, 109.1.
Yep. It's only 2 minutes long, so this 10,000 points looks a lot wider than it actually is.
Yeah.
Like, you thought the 2,000 points was pretty wide, separating 2 100s. This is going to be even wider than that, so... Definitely a lot to play for in this chart. Halfway in, United Kingdom ahead by the thinnest of margins. It's just Over the Hedge who's absolutely locked in on this pick. On that double S and refusing to give China any leeway. Everyone else Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, everyone's just consistent. It's like the last couple maps. It's just... Everyone's consistent. It's within... over 100 counts.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? United Kingdom looking incredibly good to win this, but it's only 6,000 points. There's only a little bit more to go. But Over the Hedge is going to be clutching this. And that is a phenomenal carry by Over the Hedge, getting a double S for the United Kingdom, straight up just taking the point from China's hands. And that's really unfortunate for China because China actually did better, like, consistent wise. Like, they got 6 100s, 7 100, 9 100s, which was better than both of the United Kingdom's second and third players who got 10 100s each. But Over the Hedge was like, nah, not today. Not today, old friend. And just took the point from China. Absolutely locked in. And doing it in style too, getting the double S. Absolutely banger performance. So this matchup shaping up to be a heck of a doozy one. 4 defenses from both of these teams, and still no one getting ahead just yet. In fact, almost aesthetically pleasing if it wasn't for the fact that the United Kingdom's on the right side of the screen instead of the left. But yeah, apparently that's his first double S on the map too. You know, nothing better than you love to see getting a personal best when you need it the most.
Hit into AK Flurry. It feels so odd that it isn't a map of mine for once.
Oh really? Wait, is it Flurry? No, it's not.
Kind of. It's a Foxaroo map on a Jaicycle set. Also, there's a cat in the background, I guess.
Okay, but cat doesn't mean furry though.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Think of a reason.
No, you scare me. Your descriptions are scary. Oh well. It's the truth. So, here we go. So, China, after a very tough start to the match, looking to try and continue the pacing of the match with Hidden 2. Very, very tough battle ahead, but we'll never know. We'll see just in a few minutes how United Kingdom's going to respond to this. And just like what we've seen so far in this matchup, both United Kingdom and China absolutely neck and neck, which is even crazier on a 3v3 setup. You know, sometimes you see this sort of matchup in an individual matchup, or even in a duos, but in a trio, to be only 2,000 points apart. Absolutely criminal how close that is. Over the hedge, My Angel Saya and Sushi on the double S. AK negative and Louise doing very well at 99.7%. Super Triple S, 99.6%. Not enough, and is responsible for United Kingdom having a 5,000 point lead. It is absolutely scary. And as the chart goes on, the accuracies are really not even much to look at this point.
At least finds a couple 100s. Lead instantly shrunk to basically nothing.
Yep.
It can't decide.
Oh, 15 points separating the two. Okay.
That's illegal.
That is actually illegal. Alright. So, China absolutely fighting back for this.
Yeah, but now it's definitely on China's side. Unless we look at, I don't know, KK negative and we say that he's about to get a good score, and no curses today. China. A good score.
Well, either way, that is so true. Look at those phenomenal scores. Oh my god.
It's a single 100 difference.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I'm also going to say there's also finisher somewhere.
My Angel Sia got a double S, and it was not good enough in a field where no one misses. That is horrific. That is horrifically depressing.
Okay, so Over the Hedge missed the finisher. Look at the scores between KK Negative and Over the Hedge.
Yeah, exactly. 15 points apart. Wait, no, I can't do math. 500 points apart. Checks out.
Still wrong. 1,400.
1,400. Damn.
Yes.
I can't count math. It's nearly midnight. Forgive me. Forgive you, boy. But that is absolutely intense. So, an absolutely thrilling first half of the match, and we still have more to go as United Kingdom has to maintain the pressure. Where does United Kingdom go? Double time 2. another popular choice. Prepare for another scary pick. Miscalculate. Is a scary speed DT pick.
Yep. Hopefully not miscalculated, so we get 2-3 scenario.
That is so true. Like, this is absolutely intense. Some would say the most intense match of the week.
Yeah. For sure, like, all the maps have ridiculously close. This match could be over.
It could have been over. That is so true. And you know what the craziest part is? It could have been over either way.
Yeah.
We could have easily been looking at, oh, this is the end of the match. United Kingdom has won. We also could have easily said that the match is over. China's won. But no, every single point has been a successful defense, and that is crazy to see when the margin of victory is like what, less than 2,000 points each, around 2,000 points per map.
Yeah, just up to 3/100ths of difference.
So let's see, we're 14,023,232. So that's an average of about what, 7,000 points. That is scary.
Ignore the first two matches as well, first two maps as well, because even if you count the misses out, the team still wins.
Yeah, no, this has been a really good match so far. I'm glad I stayed up for this.
Actually, no. Nomad 2 is the only map so far where if misses didn't happen, the losing team would have won. But that's the only one.
So true, so true.
Granted, we also haven't seen misses since Nomad 3. That's 4 maps ago.
Alright, let's see. So, My Angel Seer, Mazionga, and Over the Hedge representing the United Kingdom. Meanwhile, for China, Minato is back in. Michael Leon and Super Triple S still staying on board. So, definitely got some more intense battling ahead. I mean, Minato leading the lobby at a 99.9%. Good start. Over the Hedge doing what needs to be done to offset that. Absolutely trying to chase him down. And everyone else is just on point. Mazionga dropping below 99%. Probably probably the first player to be separating from the group in quite a while, actually. A little bit unfortunate for United Kingdom. This is their pick, so things can backfire horribly from here. But this is still a good striking opportunity for United Kingdom. Of course, it does depend on China picking up a tragic miss. But will China give them the opening?
Who knows?
I just know
China's map to lose.
Oh yeah, Mazionga actually picked up a miss. We didn't. And Michael has done it. Has missed back. And
accuracy territory, but Mazionka also has sadly fallen behind.
Yeah, no, this is actually really good for United Kingdom. They're definitely going to be winning back a few thousand points from that. I have a feeling they're going to need a little bit of help. I don't think it's enough. $12,000 points, 11,000 points. And it is slowly decreasing. Will United Kingdom suffer the first breakpoint against them? We are about to find out. Yes, they will, as China clutches in a massive breakpoint. And that was off a 2 miss performance by Mazionga. That's the margin. in this lobby.
And again, without V misses, it's 6 100s. No, 5 100s of difference. Which, fair. That's how this match has been going.
It is absolutely crazy. So, China on match point, but they don't feel safe. Not yet. It is actually stupid how close this match has been. And it's only going to get crazier from here. So, China needs to find one more win. But where are they going to find it from?
I'm surprised they haven't gone with No Mod 5 again, but it's different from last week's, where they just got 3 players with a triple double S, so they got a 3 million score, No Mod 5. That was funny.
Yeah, that was a good thing. I actually forgot they did that last week. Thank you for terrifying me once again.
Yep, that is. No Mod 5 AK Node Lock Heaven.
Alright.
We've seen that in the last match, especially at the end.
Yeah, no, this is a scary choice for China, but you know what? I actually respect the decision. You know, they do have the rep from last week where they absolutely crushed the round of 32 No Mod 5 collectively. I don't think any other team did that either. But all 3 of their players getting triple S's. Ooh, absolutely phenomenal. So, the ice, it is very stream heavy. You're going to be seeing plenty of notes that just don't stop rolling. And if you misread it, you fall out of tune, you're going to suffer some huge drops real fast. And we haven't actually really seen that from this matchup. Not really. A lot of the competition between these two teams have actually been incredibly close. So what is probably equally important as hitting the notes is actually also recovering from your misses. I think that's going to play a much bigger role in this particular matchup than some of the other matches that we've seen today. So, yeah, good luck. Okura Arizona stepping in for the first time.
After the tragedy that is Hidden One being banned. And make it very clear. They didn't like that.
Going on a comeback tour. We're coming back from Hidden One bans. So let's see how China can do this, how United Kingdom can extend this. Out of the introduction, over the hedge, and Eloise getting a double S, along with Super Triple S. Sushi is canceling out Mazionga at 99.9%. Oh, but Super Triple S, that is a very big drop.
Thankfully at the very end of the stream, so not much was missed or badly act.
Yeah, but that lead is easily going to United Kingdom's favor.
Yes. But we have a few more streams left.
Yeah, it's still early days.
Nothing happens on these streams.
Yep, just casual 1-3 in the middle of the 1-4 stream, because why not? Welcome to round of 16.
Soon they will be joined by 1-6. Yahoo!
Meanwhile, United Kingdom still looking incredibly solid. I mean, look at that. 2 double S's and a 99.85. You can't ask for much more than that.
But we may never forget, this is a stream map, and what happens on stream maps is that sometimes you find a stream of misses. And
yeah,
that means that
it can be incredibly devastating.
Yes, 20,000 can be gone within 1 second. Oops.
So,
all gone.
Yeah, and United Kingdom can't afford that, so they got a very small buffer in case there's a minor mishap, but... Oh, there's a minor mishap. And going into the last
Is it enough time?
Oh, there might be enough time, the combo.
It looks like there's enough time.
Oh! No, it wasn't. United Kingdom clutch it.
127.
127 points. Okay. Over the hedge, making the cleanest escape ever. That is absolutely criminal. The United Kingdom got away with that.
But over the
With
hedge
with
found
a
misses.
5 misses. 5 misses, 100. That's the requirement, ladies and gentlemen. Locked in. Locked in.
Mental performance.
That is a crazy result. Oh my lands. And United Kingdom's still in this fight. Needless to say, very good performances by everybody across the entire field. You know, but wow. Man, I wish we had more time to look through those scores, but 127 points gives United Kingdom a second life, and that second life is taking them straight to no mod 1. Okay. Whew. This is a scary matchup. Yep. See, everyone thought that Australia and Malaysia was going to be the closest matchup of the week. No. They've been rightfully disappointed. This is officially the closest matchup of the week. This is
ridiculous. And we're going to possibly end on no mod 1 of all maps.
No.
Just accuracy for 3 minutes.
It's not ending here, boys.
I hope not.
But we'll see. China wants to end it here. Okay, it is getting a little late in China, so they want to wrap this up and have a nice sleep tonight. If they will feel a little bad if they lose it from here. Right. Imagine going from 4-2 to 4-5. Not the happiest time. A lot of amateur players can probably attest to this in every mode. Never a fun time. Look, I haven't seen the script today. I kept it in my cabinet over here. I'll unveil it. I'll unveil the old familiar when the time comes. In the meanwhile, Body to the Drum. It is our custom song, composed by Slacks. Feel free to check out the song in its entirety. Definitely some positive reviews, especially for those who are into the breakcore space. Yep.
Means also both the originals in this pool have been played again. Big W.
All right, let's see. Let's see what happens here. So, United Kingdom hoping to lock in the tiebreaker. China's not going to let that happen. Okay, both teams starting on a tie. Shocker. I mean, it's to be expected at this point, especially with how competitively close these teams have been all day today.
Yep, any 100 matters. It doesn't matter where you get it. All of them matter in this match. It's been down to single 100s, been down to 3 100s. All of them matter.
Here we go. So, in terms of the accuracies, oh, my Angel Sire picks up a miss. That is a huge drop. Doesn't matter. That is a huge drop. And Nathaniel's following right after.
This is huge for China because this is, well, a consistency map, and we haven't seen a lot of misses from either team throughout this match. And
oh, that's devastating.
Yeah, China might be able to just take this. They can afford at least one miss anyway. I don't think they would find more. Unless, well, they just run out of steam in the second half.
Well, you never know. There is still another half to the song. So,
indeed.
It does take a massive drop for China to lose this. But That is absolutely devastating for the United Kingdom, and my Angel Saya missing here as well. That is going to add more fuel to the fire. As China now goes over 40,000 points.
Yeah, that is a comfortable lead for them right now.
KK Negative losing the double S. Maybe the pressure's starting to get to him. Over the hedge, the last player left standing with that double S, trying to keep things together for the United Kingdom. You can pull off a Houdini once, but can you pull it off again?
There's not much left, and it's looking grimmer and grimmer for the UK.
Well, there are these massive streams at the end here, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, just China looking incredibly solid on this pick. I think the United Kingdom made a misplay on this one. I'm surprised they didn't try going for a Fremont pick, but oh well. The choice has been made and the consequences have been met. China takes the last breakpoint just to deny the United Kingdom a tiebreaker.
Yep.
It was a great match either way, and over the hedge finishing things up with a double S.
GG.
Wow, GG. That is absolutely crazy that we saw that matchup. Easily the best match of the week so far.
Yep, and I would be very scared if I was any of the next 2 weeks' worths of opponents of the UK, which in this case is definitely Hong Kong. And afterwards could be Vietnam, could be Slovakia. We will see. There's lots of undetermined matches.
Yeah, 100%. So congratulations to China for winning the match. Very tough matchup. It honestly could not have been much closer than that, but China managed to pull away from it at the very end, locking in a very good victory to advance to the quarterfinals in the winners bracket, where they'll be facing against either South Korea or the 15th seed, which I don't know off the top of my head, but South Korea is a very powerful team. They are expected to win their matchup, but you never know. We have seen some stranger things.
Yes, it's not the 15th seed though, because Vietnam got an upset on Poland.
Oh, you're
That's
right.
Yeah, that's why Vietnam mentioned.
Ah, yes, of course. And then, of course, unfortunately for the UK, they're going to be licking their wounds a little bit. But I think the United Kingdom can go down to losers bracket feeling a little happy that they kept it as close as they could. So I think both teams are going to be satisfied with their performances. As we turn to the matches up ahead, 14 minutes from now, we're going to have 2 matches taking place. Yes, we're doing this again. So we have South Korea taking on Vietnam in one of the matchups. The other matchup, we have Portugal taking on France. So, hopefully.
Yes, hopefully.
Okay. Keyword hopefully. Of course. If hopefully they don't get lost on the way to the matches. You know, there are the very, very shiny looking Osu store around the corner where you can buy your banners. Maybe they don't get lost in there trying to pick out their favorite teams for this year's Taiko World Cup, because they do like to support the community, you know. And of course, if you pick the winning team, you get to keep the banners for the whole year. It's only $2.50 US. So if you're up for it, take it. If you're not, totally fine. I believe you can gift banners as well. Maybe.
Never tried.
Never tried. All right, fair enough. So, nonetheless, that is going to be it for now. So stay tuned. 13 minutes from now, we're going to have 2 matches taking place, hopefully. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. And do you have anything you want to say before we head out?
Bye.
No? All right, fair enough.
Can't in a sinister way whisper bye banners again because you just blocked it.
Tragic.
Heckies.
I've repelled the furry once again.
Yes. But I'll be back in 12 minutes.
You will be back. That is so true. thank you everybody for tuning into this match. Wherever you are, hopefully you all have a good day, and take care, because the round of 16 in Taiko World Cup is going to continue, and when it does, it's going to be absolutely spectacular. So stay tuned for some spicy performances from some upcoming performances. Take care.
you're ready for your second lesson, let us look back and see what were the most important things you've learned from your first lesson.
morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all the people watching the stream between O2 Taiko World Cup 2025 as the next match begins. After a very close one between China and United Kingdom, we're gonna get a lot further seed this time between the 2nd and the 18th seed, South Korea and Vietnam. My name is Yongin, finally here to cast for quite a while because we're gonna get a lot of string of matches. And today with me, we got a brand new caster who start casting in the round of 32, Yasuo. Hello.
Hello, good morning or good evening, wherever you are right now. I'm excited to be here with Yongin today, watching this epic match between South Korea and Vietnam. Yes, I'm very excited. Let's see what this match holds for us. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Vietnam last week actually upset against Poland, which technically Poland unfortunately did not have some of their players show up due to reasons. And Vietnam also one of the strongest 17 to 24th seed, which I mentioned before in the prediction stream, and able to upset, and now going up against a way stronger opponent though, South Korea. South Korea last week has been chilling out a bit, and Piso has still been assessing every single map in this tournament. Let's see, can he keep the streak today?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting if he can actually keep the streak, because that would be crazy. I mean, we know that Peaceful is a good player, but still, double S-ing every single map in a tournament like this is still very impressive. Yeah.
Especially, he SS like multiple mods, even free mod with Hidden Hard Rock. He did not play the gimmick last week. Well, not gimmick anymore, like SV, so they did not play the no mod 4. So we're gonna see our first ban. First ban from South Korea will be from DT2 actually. Not banning on Hidden 1, and I'm not seeing Vietnam banning on Hidden 1 as well. So I think we finally have a match that Hidden 1 is free from the banning jail.
Yes. A good song, not being banned. I'm all here for it. But let's see. Let's see what Vietnam wants to ban here.
Hidden 1 has not been played yet throughout the entire tournament this week. So, very excited to see that being selected. I'm pretty sure Vietnam would not ban HD1 as they are actually a pretty decent HD1 team. And they will be banning out Hidden Hard Rock maps, so Trinity Force will be out, no Sack today, no Waribashi. The beginning map is gone. That map is a 3 minutes, and Hidden Hard Rock from South Korea, probably one of the best Hidden Hard Rock team. 3rd to 4th best, I would say, in this tournament. But below Chile and Japan, still amazing team after all.
Vietnam going for the Nomad 3 pick first. We are going to see 96 Glass. Very good.
Gonna get the Spanish song.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe Argentinian, because Paz is Argentinian. So
yeah, and the map's quite a lot of speed maps, and this one is quite comfortable. 280 BPM. There's some finishers that could be trolled, but I would say the hardest part is actually acting the start of the map. Because I can see some teams just suddenly forgot how to act the start, and it might cause some difference because we have been seeing SS battles on this match, or in this map.
yeah, it's also just only 10 BPM more than the last round's number 3. So within reach for both teams, I would say.
Especially this week's patterning is a lot more comfortable compared to last week one, where Yasuo you met the last week one, and there was one very spicy DDD KKKT.
Yeah, we were told that this is going to be interesting to see in matches, so yeah. And it definitely was an interesting pick. But yeah, this one, as you said, way more straightforward, and we can be very excited to see what they're going to do in this. Also the finisher part, yeah, you need to look out for that.
We got our players in the board ready up. South Korea, we got Piso, Atlas, and Kompaku Serial. So 3 very competent veteran players on the South Korean team. Atlas and Kompaku basically start playing Taiko World Cup since 2014. So they have been playing this game for very professional in this game for at least 10 years. And Peaceful, previously known as Metro Stream, start building up this Korean team since like 2018. Still another veteran player, one of the best hidden hard rock players in the entire world. But speed and dreams is definitely a piece of cake for him.
But we have a little issue here right now because there's only one player in the lobby for Vietnam right now. We're missing 2 of the players, and the referee already called out on it. So they have to join now. Buttermilk is here. Oh, they're both here. Awesome. Nice.
Yeah, they are
Very good.
Everyone in the board right now. Should be NJ, Buttermilk, and Random and IDK.
Random name is apparently confused that they are already playing. Okay. Let's see. Interesting start to the first match. To the first map.
Yeah, they were late in the lobby, so the referee just forced Buttermilk and Random and IDK to join the lobby instantly. Hopefully that does not give them a heart attack, because the start of this map is easy to get a heart attack.
We're starting with a slow beginning section again before we start into the actual map.
So we do see Peaceful got a bit of a heart attack, got an early 100 drop, so does NJ, and so does Buttermilk as well, so 100 difference, and that could be the difference to make it, honestly, especially Buttermilk right now instantly dropping down to 95% when the burst starts.
Accuracy-wise, not looking too good on the Vietnam side right now, but it's only the beginning of the map. Anything still can happen. Very strong double S from the Korean side though. Just matched with 1 double S from random name here.
And a brick there from NJ on the finishers. But SB sometimes if you're not the best at capping speed, you might get trapped by those patterns. We do see NJ is a player who gets speed cap once past like 270, and there's a big difference between him and last week's performance for now. That's 97%, dropping a lot of score. And there goes Buttermilk as well, another couple of breaks from the Vietnam team, so a very dominant South Korea first map already in the match.
Buttermilk breaking, random name the only one with an FC back. But we are seeing... Yeah?
Looks like Peaceful is gonna break his double S streak on the nothing session, by the way. But this is the first 100 drop from Peaceful in the entire tournament. And there goes the map. NJ, Buttermilk struggling right at the end. And random name being the only one matching the Koreans. But still, the Korea team just has 3 fantastic FCs on their end. 100 from both Peaceful and Kompaku Sariel, and 6 from Appalus.
Yeah, just great accuracy all over the board here.
Yeah, a couple of misses from Vietnam. It's not a good sign for the Vietnam team. I'm surprised that David Min did not come in to play this map, so does Mafuyu Kirisu. Probably preparing something else, but usually Vietnam requires David and Mafuyu to play the speed maps rather than NJ and Buttermilk. So that was a weird lineup, but probably because they were running out of time.
And let's see if we can get David into the lobby for the next speed pick. But yeah,
There's
Vietnam
no
being...
Wish DT2 was being banned already, so now...
Oh, it's banned, true. Oh no.
Yeah, on to South Korea's pick, Hard Rock 1. The name that I cannot pronounce. it's gonna be mapped by TKS, so a very old style of map, but a modern setting instead. It's your tech accuracy hard rock map in the pool, OD 9.1. There is a bit difficult 1-6 sessions in the second chorus. No SV changes at all, so a very slow, very tame map in terms of readability. Only being BPM of 188 should be comfortable for all players on the board.
Very much so, yes. Also, I'm not going to try to pronounce the Italian name either. I think I'm going to disappoint every Italian in the stream. So, rather not do that.
Yeah. I mean, this map, very comfy. But Vietnam is not the best attacker actually. They are pretty good at Hard Rock mod. Not Hard Rock 2, but Hard Rock 1, they should be fine on it. But again, they kind of need a filler to play Hard Rock maps, because Buttermilk is a player who doesn't really like playing Hard Rock. And usually the best rosters is NJ, David Min, and Buttermilk, so any maps that all three of them can be participating in the same room should be the strongest map for Vietnam.
And we have Mafuyu here instead now.
Yeah, the Hard Rock and Speed filler for the Vietnam team. A very well-rounded team for Vietnam, actually, for a below high seed team. So main reason why they were able to upset their first match against Poland, which maybe not as well-rounded, but stronger on some of the other skill sets. However, they're against another well-rounded beast. Doesn't even need to switch any players. Still gonna be Peaceful, Kompaku, and Applus. Not too sure about the other Koreans. Are they even playing the match? But I do believe they should be here.
They should be here, but they don't even need to switch out the roster as it is right now, because they just way too strong. The Korean wall is just there, standing strong.
Yeah, already the 1-6 claiming Mafuyu at the southern map. And that's not a good sign, because that's one of the easier 1-6.
Yeah, there's still many up to come here.
Even a break on offhand from Mafuyu and a very weird miss from David. And there goes another offhand, and seems like the Vietnam did not prepare that at all. All funding breaks, there's no combo for Vietnam, and all three players on South Korea are FCing onto the combo cap. SS from Peaceful, 200 from Kompaku, and around 600 from Applus.
Peaceful right onto that double S Skreek.
Gonna start making one again. After losing the 1-100 on a no more free on a very awkward note.
Mafuyu continues to struggle. That Ki here, 1/6 missed. Just can't get a hold of any combo here, sadly.
Fortunate for Vietnam. Seems like they are running out of firepower so far in this match against a dominant team from Korea, especially SS from Peaceful, and 2 to 300 from Kompaku, and 12 from Applus. One of the best team score of this weekend, definitely.
Double S Machine is back on track. Winning South Korea their first pick. Pick goes back to Vietnam now. Let's see what they are up to now. Especially after last week they were really strong in the Hidden One. Maybe they are going to pick it again. Into South Korea, though, it's a little more difficult, obviously, because South Korea is just that good. But they might have a chance.
I see that being a pretty good pick as well, honestly, for Vietnam. South Korea, I would say it's more like a speedier team. Like Hard Rock 2, more speed as well, and just like fast SV, something that South Korea are really strong at. Fast hitting, but slower maps though. I usually don't associate South Korea with that.
They're going to go with Nomad 4 here. We're going to see the tech pick here. Nifty map, so you know what's coming.
Yeah, especially with some spicy SV. And another map that I know South Korea doesn't like to play too much usually. These are maps like SV heavy, gimmick heavy stuff that South Korea usually tends to avoid. Especially some of their players who are they're Pirius, I would say Pirius players kind of hate playing with his skill set. But this year they got Kompaku, they got Meanix. These two players can definitely back up peaceful on the SV leading heavy maps.
Absolutely. Meanix joining the roster for the first time this match.
Yeah, this year Meanix, they have a lot of discussion about a sixth player. It was between Labby or Meanix. At the end, Meanix was put in a team instead of Labby, which is a very interesting choice. Less of a speed roster from South Korea, going for a player who is more competent in mods in general, and also practice heavy maps because Meanix actually really likes practicing pools. He even play maps from the other tournament pools where he doesn't need to play. So he loves the game, and I can see why he was he was elected into the team, and definitely in for some of these like practice heavy maps. And of course, Vietnam going back to their three, I would say big players: NJ, David Min, Buttermilk. On a skill set, they are quite decent on as well.
Yeah, and considering the SV that are on this map, you really want to practice this map. Because misses can easily happen everywhere. Snapping changes, SV changes, all over the place, pretty tricky. So not practicing this map can be crucial. Going into the first real section here, no real struggles from both teams, except NJ who misses.
Very clean miss though. You can see he definitely did his homework, so it's not out of reach for Vietnam just yet, but they need South Korea to give a respawn. But instead, breaking is Buttermilk, and there goes two FCs from Vietnam, and South Korea is still on 101 so far.
The crazy player from the South Korean team here.
Especially Peaceful did not play last week's practice heavy map, and he's definitely putting in the homework this week. Still onto a double S, finally 100 drop from Kompaku, and feel more on Meanix side as well. But only one who is able to match up on the Vietnam team is David Min. Not terrible scores from NJ and Buttermilk as well. I mean, they're still holding a pretty decent accuracy, and Buttermilk only finding one singular drop on practically not a practice session. He missed on the stream, he missed on the pattern. So kind of unfortunate for him, but their accuracy count are just night and day against South Korea.
Yeah, nothing can be done here. Accuracy just looks way too good on the South Korean side. Peaceful really wants that double S again. And he works for it.
Yes, definitely. I guess Yasuo will be counting Peaceful SS today, seems like.
Yes, we will.
And here comes the speed 1x session, and it's really tripping up the Vietnam team. And all three players finding a drop in that session, and that is basically it. SS from Peaceful one 100 from Kompaku Sario in a backing up FC from Munich to seal the deal. Third point for South Korea. Amazing team score from SK. You need to basically average 2-100 to win this map. That is insane.
What a performance from the South Korean side. Look out at those boards, look at those accuracies. Yeah, and therefore we once again see breakpoint for South Korea. It's their pick again.
Yep, definitely. In the meantime, they're thinking out their pick. We do have a B stream on the second channel, which is Portugal versus France, where Portugal actually have 3 players show up this weekend. Sadly, their third player is a little bit struggle compared to the rest of the board, but they're still fighting for it. Currently 0-2 in favor of France. So if you do wish to see some another players to see the Portuguese team playing, then you can hit on the B stream, but of course also turn on the A stream at the same time because we don't want you to go out as well. Thinking out of the picks for South Korea, and seems like SK is just not letting it go. Going for Nagiha. Valadas.
He want the Donkey Kong.
He does want a Donkey Kong. There's a series made by M Wolf and also original songs as well. And the last time it was a Bowser. It was also an Osu original. And it was also Osu World Cup, the UK original. This time, it's Osu World Cup. Semi-finals, No More 3 original. In Taiko World Cup this time, being No More 2. You hear swings. Despite the low BPM, that means you need a slightly bit of speed to play them.
Absolutely, the swing part is going to be tricky if you also didn't practice this properly.
Especially the start, where there is K, and then 2K, and then 3 Dawn, 1K. That first and second K were separated by a tiny bit, so if you just hit them like a regular 1-6, you will drop accuracy. So assessing this map is quite difficult. So far we've been only seeing one SS from Silver Tyrant, but Peaceful is definitely up to challenge that.
Yes, definitely. He really wants that streak going again.
In the same time, we do have Chosen playing for South Korea. Actually, their first map of the tournament. A very high skill cap DDKK player as well, but not the most competent at acting, so that's why he's not playing much maps so far. And the SS streak from Piso is gone instantly, right out the gate.
Yeah, no double S's again on the board here from neither team. Vietnam struggling a lot with accuracy, especially on the lower side here. Both below 98%.
I would say especially these kind of tag maps where you require speed, it does show quite a bit of a crack. I would say it's probably one of their weakest skill set on the board. 97% from both David and Buttermilk. A very early drop from David, by the way. Random names so far with the highest accuracy. Some player you probably would not associate with tech with, and that also meant this map is quite speed player friendly. As usually when you see random IDK play, he is in for a speedy map, and he is using his speed to wiggle some of these patterns. David been finding another break. That's a huge score lead in favor of South Korea, and they are still growing as combo cap, all in favor of South Korea. Accuracy cap as well, not so high on Bottomless and David Min. Randomman trying to catch up, but just free, once again free 99.67. They are all having the same score.
really can't do much against this kind of performance, especially on the accuracy side here. David's still struggling with the chain miss here. This really counts towards the score of South Korea.
Yeah, not much they can do. We still have one more final part left, but it's not gonna matter. There's one more 1x to claim players off, and it's just gonna be cleaning off the FC from Random IDK. Buttermilk has the FC left, but no accuracy, unfortunately, to battle against South Korea. Last set of finishers, and that is going to be it. 4th point for South Korea, touching the quarterfinals winners bracket.
Yeah, the pick goes back to Vietnam. Once again, they have one more chance pretty much to win this match, win this game, or this map, in order to not fall into the losers bracket.
I think they have one pick they want to still have. I want to see Hidden One.
I also want to see Hidden One.
It's opened, we have not seen it, and Vietnam is quite good at it.
Yeah, they definitely know what they're doing, and they're picking Nomad 1, so we are not going to see Hidden One, at least not now. Maybe they are going to win this, and then we could still see it, somehow. But we are getting the... Yes, we are going to get the original of this week. Nomad 1.
OC original to another OC original. Some by Slacks, mapped by Lure1211 and Wawibashi, two very close friends, I would say. Map a lot together, SV a lot together, usually with Licks as well, but this time it's going to be a Lure and Wawibashi, or previously known as KT1 and collab. Very comfy map when you see these two mappers map. Like, most of the loved maps, the map or the ranked maps, they're extremely comfortable to play. They're for players to have some fun moments, let's say. There's a bit of an offhand at the ending, with long streams at 2:30 BPM, but the offhand is not like your very difficult offhand, it's your DKKD rollable offhand. So another very accuracy maintained map, or a ship missable map. Once you ship miss in the last chorus, you drop a lot, especially your long streams.
Yes. Name a better combo, Slacks and Lure. I'll wait.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe the better combo would be Lure and Wawibashi, which is the mapper combo.
That's true. Okay, I waited for that.
So far, probably gonna be an SS battle game. In earlier morning between Malaysia and Australia, Malaysia hit total of 5-100 and Australia hit total of 8-100, and that is the difference.
Very close battle.
It could be a close battle, and maybe the Vietnam team knows what they are doing. They are still holding a 3-way SS for now.
Yes, this while South Korea struggles a little bit more with accuracy. Not that much, but...
The nerves at the slow part though really hits me when I was playing this like 2 hours ago on match. No one should be mixing, especially in the winners bracket. Buttermilk did drop a bit of... Alright, that's too early.
Yes. He breaks, unfortunately.
Dropping on the 4 cats. BDKK player moment. Unfortunately. That's gonna give South Korea a bit of a lead so far in this match. 2 100s from both Atlas and Kompaku. SS from random name IDK, NJ, AMP as well. They need a miss on SK. completely possible, especially your nerves build in this slow session. However, I don't think the South Korean players are very nervous for now, especially they're 4 points ahead.
We're about to enter the chorus, and now anything can happen. And South Korea needs to find a break in order to Vietnam having any chance.
Time is slowly running out for Vietnam, but the map is also become denser, especially in the final quarter half. Here comes the long stream. They play on the block.
Oh, Buttermilk missing again.
Oh,
Very unfortunate for Vietnam.
Of an offhand and the last pattern, last note of the stream. Double S from NJ, actually the first time from Vietnam, matching a player completely on South Korea. Randomly IDK with a couple of 100s, but 4 and 6 from Mapo and Kompaku respectively. And South Korea will be moving on to this winners bracket of quarterfinals.
And Peaceful once again on the streak of the double S's.
3 SS today from Peaceful. Or 2. No, I think it's 3, right?
I think it
Yeah,
was
3.
3, yeah.
A lot of no mod maps being selected. Unfortunately, we cannot see our HD one being selected. But at least
Maybe we
ended
get
with a
another
banger.
chance.
Maybe. We ended with a banger, and now South Korea, we're moving on. Vietnam, dropping down to the loser bracket. They're not out just yet though, and especially they upset a team in round of 32, so they'll be facing actually a lot slightly weaker opponent compared to what we expect they face with their seedings. And for now, they will be facing, I do believe,
They are facing China.
yeah, South Korea will be facing China, and Vietnam will be dropping down loser bracket and facing the winners between Perry and Slovakia. So not very close seedings, but Vietnam, I would say, outperform their seedings quite a bit. Not so much today, was they able to outperform their seedings again against Slovakia with a lot possible opponent against them. Final next week. In the same time,
Okay.
we have Portugal and France playing on the B stream right now, which right now is 0-4. And if you do still see one or more taiko actions, to hop onto the B stream. But 27 minutes from now, we'll be having Japan versus Netherlands.
It's also very, very intense match going to be for the Netherlands facing against a strong team like Japan.
Yeah, favorite to win for the 10th time in a row, for the 11th time in a row, actually 12th time in a row.
It just keeps on counting.
Yes, I mean, Japan is missing some of their players because they are currently 1v1ing battle in another community tournament. So, I mean, Japan may lose. Who knows? They still have 5 players, so another player who was expected to get onto the team grand finals actually did not get to grand finals. So they are only missing 1 player instead of 2. Still a big chance for Netherlands. So be sure to come back at 26 minutes later.
Exactly. Before we leave, however, we can also talk about banners once more. Just head over to the OSA store and get your banner, support your favorite team. And if the team wins, you keep the banner for a year. And I think that should be it.
And they are worth 2.5. 50 cents.
Exactly.
And that's all from us. So we'll see you
Thanks
guys in 26 minutes later.
Thanks for joining.
multiverse, the allure of traveling from parallel universes beckons intrepid adventurers. Each universe presents distinct laws of physics, alternate histories, and uncharted wonders. As we journey, we encounter reflections of ourselves and ponder the myriad possibilities that overtake it. Guided by curiosity and a thirst for knowledge, we embrace the thrill of discovery amidst enigmatic landscapes. This cosmic odyssey, the dance with destiny, reaffirms the indomitable spirit of human curiosity, a union that the wonders of the multiverse are limitless.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Osu Taiko World Cup 3.3/Osu Live. We got the Earth, a banger song, and also a banger match. But right now, Japan versus Netherlands. You look at the seats, look at the players, maybe not as a banger because it's Japan and they are against not a top winning team. So probably a bit of a one-sided match, especially Japan has been winning Taiko World Cup for 11 years, and Netherlands slowly building up a team, and once again they did upset against 16 seed, which is Philippines. So now facing up against Japan, finally not Philippines this time, facing Japan. So hopefully they'll do a better job. My name is Yongin, and once again, with me today, got a player who also just played the match as well. Hi, Botch.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I like to hope we delivered with UK versus China, but this isn't UK versus China, and I have to get back onto casting. And we got Japan versus Netherlands. Yeah, this one, I think you pretty much said it all. It looks like it's gonna be tough, to say the least, for NL, but I think you kind of shared the sentiment where if Japan are going to lose a point anytime in the tournament before like finals, this is probably going to be it. NL have their very strong picks at the kind of lower pool level, which this counts as.
Wow, especially rolling a 99 from Kofi Tree. Also,
Wow.
not too sure is Great T gonna be participating in this match due to a very big match for him.
Just got
ended.
done winning EGTS actually.
Yep.
Yeah,
Big coming
after a
tournament.
bracket reset, 2-hour set against Kenta and 07, who was on their team last year for TLEC, but yeah, we'll see if he arrives. If he doesn't, I don't think anyone will blame him, because he basically just played an 8.5 to 9-star pull, as opposed to, low 6 for 2.5 hours straight. It's pretty exhausting.
And not only that, he probably did not put too much practice in this pool. Which technically he doesn't need like extreme high practice in this pool to gain SS.
Ooh,
We'll see.
both the free mods getting banned is surprising. Japan banning FM1, I think is a little bit surprising, but then NL also taking free mod 2. And they're gonna pick first. Is he gonna be
I'm
hit
not too
1?
Not too surprised that Netherlands ban out Free Mod 2. As I do believe Free Mod 2 has a bit of like a rough BPM, shenanigans, just a hard song to listen to. And Netherlands players, like
Hard
these
to
such
listen
players,
to, wow. I like
yes,
it.
it's kind of
But the
Not
timing
the
is
song.
well for some people, and the timing is definitely funny in some way. I'm like fairly confident of that. I grinded it all week and just couldn't get the hang of ACK. And Japan are gonna have the hang of acking every map in this poll. You just have to have it about as good as them and hope that you do better. That's how you win a point against these guys right now. And this is a map that makes sense to pick when you're going for that. They're gonna pick No Mod 1, Body to the Drum. Our only OS original of this run. Thank you very much to Slacks for that one. This map's cool, but it's very normal. This could be a 6 mil, honestly. It's like, it's never likely, of course. SSing is hard, and 6 people it's even harder, but it's never gonna happen. I could see it being right now. All 3 NL players have crazy hack, and, Japan.
especially you're probably not going to be seeing Great T playing today instead. So I do believe that gives quite a bit of a chance to Netherlands. Maybe so does Marmaying as well, but I do believe because Marmaying doesn't need to play the Grand Finals of EGTS today, so he should be a bit more appeared in this match instead. But for now,
Yeah.
move on to No Mod 1. Very good pick from Netherlands. I mean, against Japan, just going for SS1 should be the way to go.
Yeah, oh, I was about to say right 4 hit a 100, and that might be the map right there, but Mayan Jalari, in his first streamed TLEC map due to Japan having no round of 32 match to play. It's his first time out, and he does hit a couple 100s on the intro, but you can see the lead size. It's 1-100, and there's a lot of map to go, and it just got neutralized. So dead even.
Not gonna lie, seeing my Andrew Airwood playing No Mod 1 is a bit interesting play from Japan. not too sure. Okay, my error was he's a really good HHR player, but his consistency is also probably one of the lower ends of Japan. And seeing him play consistency maps, he should be fine to probably access this like probably 10 out of 11 times he played the map. But in match though, and also with nerfs, this player gets nerfs very seriously quickly. So interesting selection from Japan.
Yeah, real nerds check this map. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the only thing that does get checked by it, as long as you have the stamina. And something tells me that the team of 1 digits, and also the stamina players of the Netherlands, have the stamina for a few minutes at 230. At this level, even though NL isn't super high seeded, their physical is good. It's not going to be anything too straining for them. And you can see it in the SS from Cookie Tree, the double SS from Japan, another 100 from my Angel Larry. The gap is 1 now. The gap is 0 now. Dead tied, maybe? Oh, is there a minute amount of score here? Because the 100s have come on different players from NL, but only 1 from Japan.
This is flickering sessions in the middle of the map. But I would say the part where the offhand stream comes maybe the deciding factor of this map.
Yeah, the last couple streams in this have some trickier patterns. Nothing too crazy, but after playing the rest of the map in this KTYM Lure collab, it's so comfortable, it's easy to get caught out by a couple of tricky patterns coming in from 2 of the biggest comfort mappers in the game. Just everyone's favorite when they want to turn off their brain and hit some patterns, but you need some brain activity for these. Here we go. Everyone hitting the first 2. This is the last one. Everyone FCing through the hardest section of the map. Now it's just some line down. Cookie Tree has lost his SS. Has won 100. Not exactly bad at all. Oh, but Larry with the break! With seconds left, it looks like NL are about to take a point off Japan. In their own words, I'm going to pronounce this terribly, Puntje. That is a point. Japan on, technically, the back foot here. 1-0 down to the Netherlands. Their first point loss of the year. Actually, they have a 0% win rate this year. Like on maps. They didn't win any maps in round of 32 because they didn't play the match. And now they've lost one and 1-0. Pack it up. Just pause the tournament here. Freeze this in time. Japan are winless in the Taiko World Cup. I'm sure it will stay this way, and they won't be about to absolutely destroy people. And you can see what it means to the Dutch players. Gabiji just with nothing to say except a few slaps to the keyboard. Incredible scenes. 2 SS's from Japan as well, but it's not enough. That's unfortunate.
Your co-caster was dying behind the scene because I said this match is going to be a 5-1, and so far
we did. And I had sweep, didn't I? I think because we both did predictions together on which end.
Yeah, you put sweep and then I put 5-1.
The genius wins as usual.
Or maybe not. Maybe we'll be looking at stupid because Netherlands will be getting more points. But for now, they need to withstand a Japanese game.
You know, everyone who's predicted sweep will just look even more stupid, but anyone with any points looks smart when the other team gets any points. That's how good Japan are. That is wild though. And yeah, this makes perfect sense. Japan picking DT1. Honestly, I think this is the hardest map in the pool to get a very high score on. Japan are about to drop 3 very high scores in this, most likely. As long as they just perform to the level they know they can. The 1/6 in this is very mean, to put it in a way that doesn't sound like I'm tilted at the map from practice. It's very mean. Especially the last is just the most difficult thing in the map by quite a lot. It is about 15 BPM faster than the rest of the map at 225. The ending stays 225, but it's the only 1/6 at that BPM. And it's also differently patterned from the rest, which can really easily catch you out if you're not absolutely on it. Especially at 225, 1/6 is hard. That's the level where most players just can't burst that fast.
Yeah, I mean, this map is very rough to hack, especially the slow down SV, and just picking up maps that requires high accuracy, high skill ceiling. Maps like this is something that Japan should have picked. Even
Yeah,
some
this is
small mistakes would not cost you the map, and this is what Japan should go for. And especially they are missing one of their big players possibly this match, so I can see why Japan. Yeah, instead of Mama but no great team again, probably still want to get a bit of a rest.
Nekomusha gonna immediately drop the SS, Ariha too, so the only one remaining is Mai, of course. Just got done coming 3rd place in EGTS, just narrowly losing to 10-10-07 on tiebreaker. I mean, he's one of the best 1v1 training players in the world. TWC is ultimately easier to perform in, because first of all, you have a team that you can vibe with and just have high morale, right? And if you have the skill, then the maps are easier. They are. And you can kind of see that in my right now as he hits 100. But Japan still 15,000 score to the good, despite no SSs remaining this map. Not really SSable in a tournament setting. Maybe for Grip Team, maybe for Mai if you were to get lucky, but this is not the run.
Especially their BPM changes latter half of the map. And that is easy to drop one.
Quite intuitive, but yeah. Yep, the 1-6 does not catch anyone. This is kind of insane, actually, from NL. Seed 17 having triple FC through the first two 1-6 bursts of this. The only one remaining is the 225 1-6. The first couple are the 204 that you see at the BPM on the bottom right. But
and also the patterns right after the 225 BPM 1-6 is a lot harder to roll in snap compared to where you can just like turn off your brain after the 1-6 just hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the Dutch players here are alternators, or at least, you know, single tap alt players. And Japan, very few rolling players. I don't think we have any of them here. And yep, the hardest thing in the universe catches 3 people. That's what I'm talking about. Right for Yabiji, though, going to be trading Nekomusha singular break in a loss for NL. Mai does find a miss, and suddenly, Ariha's the only FC left from Japan. I told you this is one of the hardest maps in the poll. That's why! The ending is actually crazy. The SV is pretty low as well. It's really tough. Amazing FC from Cookie Tree. Very nice work from him. All scores being above 1.06 is kind of a testament to how good Netherlands are for seed 17. That is mental. But, of course, their opponents were Japan on DT. It's just about the most unwinnable matchup in Osu Taiko.
Yeah, looking at like my and one missing almost at the last part of the map, his score is still above Cookie Tree, so you can see how important these are like high skill ceiling maps are, and Japan should just keep picking them. Except one map which we're probably gonna see Netherlands picking them soon. But for now, Netherlands will be picking another very 50-50 map, like a shit missable map. I hate.
Yeah. This is one of the meanest maps I have ever seen in a tournament. We've got the heist here. The patterns are just really hard. A lot of it is really easy patterns, and then it throws 5 dawns in a row at you, and you're like, I'm supposed to... Wait, what hand is that? Oh, I already missed. And then your team loses. Yeah, there are a lot of hard patterns besides just those, like, 5 dawn bits to look out for as well. If you're not fully focused, you will not FC this map. It doesn't matter how good you are, even if you're Japanese. So this one could be interesting. This might be possible if NL really clutch up.
There's a lot of KKK, DDD, KKK, DDD again patterns. I would say this map is a lot more older style of stream map rather than your rolling type of like DDDK, DDKKD type of like PP farm map nowadays.
Oh yeah.
And also a lot of monos as well. And there was one as we speed up 1-6, and that it tends to make a lot of players drop accuracy or even drop combo.
Yeah, I would know. I had to play this against China. I was the only miss on my team. We won by 127 points because my team are amazing and just barely carried me through it. But
And Super
yeah,
on that match, Super SSS also dropped on the 1-6 I was mentioning.
oh yeah. I think for KDDK it's not particularly hard though. I think he must have had a brain fart or something. I can't imagine him missing on that often. Because he is a KDDK role, but KDDK is not that bad for monos. And Japan have already dropped the triple SS, which isn't a very normal thing to be saying about a team ever. But NL still have one. They have 3 100s between them playing against one. But really, it's just going to come down to misses. If ACK is the tiebreaker, then Japan probably win, but a 6-way FC on this map would be extremely unusual, even between a team like Japan and a team as stream-oriented as NL, because this thing's just so inconsistent.
Especially Japan.
Right forward.
Japan is not really a stream team, honestly, this year. But right for this thing a couple of times and a third time already, giving Japan a huge point for now. 99.87 from my Andrew error, and that is the only mistake they have this map so far.
Yeah, Nakamushi and Ariha still just rock solid with the SS's, looking just like they did on No Mod 1. Cookie Tree still sitting on his, kind of makes sense. The metalist metal player of them all. Aaron misses on the first quintuple dawn. And there's a little bit of an inroad now. Hits a couple 100s, might be rattled, but as long as he just takes a sec to mentally recover on this chill section, it should still be okay for Japan. Keyword though is should. Nothing is guaranteed on the ending of this map. Oh, but Kibichi finds a break as well. It's clean, but it hurts.
It was a very awkward miss from my Andrew error. He just stopped tapping. It might be a lag over there for him. So unfortunate for him if it was the case. But still, Japan kept their lead forward around
4 misses! 4 breaks on the hardest pattern in the universe! Yeah, that's right, it's harder than BT1.
And
my god,
only
the lead's under
completed
10K.
area. But
Wow,
it's
did
not
they both
enough.
max it? Did they both SS?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Kokichi
Cookie
did
with
not.
2 100s, Ariha with 0. He tends to get very high accuracy, and this map is no exception. Really impressive SSing that on command. He's been 1 digit? Yeah, I don't care. FCing this map is never ever easy for anyone. That's amazing. Decent enough surprise scores, honestly.
A lot of nerves has been played out through the Netherlands team. Honestly, they saw that wait, this match is not unwinnable, and then they just start dropping in the absolutely only patterning. They're just 3 notes, but the slowdown S3 is the nerves. It's the slow crawling notes from this map. Haunts the Netherlands team, and Japan, despite a knock lock from my Angel error, still gonna let them takes a break point. Now onto that third pick, and they have a bunch of high skill ceiling now. I think they're gonna choose. This is not the one I was expecting they would go for, but still, plays quite well on the high OD for them. So punish a lot less about mixes, punish more about the accuracy. I was expecting Japan to go for No Mod 2, but this seems like a pretty good choice for Japan.
Yeah, this makes sense. Although, I don't know, personally, I'm just hoping nobody SS's it so I can show his first place in the sheet. But somehow, I'm not too confident that the combo of Ariha, Nekomisha, and Eri, and the Dutch players who are all really good at Techiatar like this. Somehow I doubt that we're going to see 0 SS's. This is one of the easier maps in the pool for sure. But it's not unmissable. We'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, a couple tricky patterns, but I feel like if you have the fundamentals on the HR reading, this really is just a how many 100s do you hit map, and 0 is an option.
They still have it's still the same roster from both teams. Nakamushi and Ariha. Minor error again from Japan. Kokichi, Rightful, and DBG on the Netherlands.
to keep
It's
it
the
first
same
to 3
on-
PSS.
There are a bit of harder patterns in this chorus. Those are probably the missing spot of the map.
Gomisha loses the SS. Eru actually going at 98 right now with, I think, 4 100s. Unusually high number for this early in the map, although the intro is one of the trickier sections, it has to be said. And with a slight lead, but only a little.
Still a double S from Eriha and only one on the board. Definitely practice the map pool this time. Comes an offhand patterning and Triangle Arrow gonna drop a few 100, but traded out by quite a number of players from Netherlands. But Japan is still in the lead, but barely. Yeah, still SS from Eriha, helping
the only one
support the
left.
Japanese team.
Will he hold it through the Ki? And more importantly, will Japan hold this lead through the Ki? There's also the outro, which is no slouch. It's pretty much just like the intro, which is one of the hardest parts of the map to hit cleanly. Ariha is just taking it home right now. Unreal performance. The SS is not locked up just yet, but he's most of the way there all of a sudden.
Kokichi being the only player left on the field on barely a 99%, and still missed potential at the end of the map. I mean, what we saw on the 1-1. But seems
they're
like
good.
it's not going to be the case. Japan
Yeah.
is going to be moving forward on the third
They're-
point.
3160. Ariha gonna wrap up the maximum score total of 1,060,636. Pretty good, you could say. I think he's gonna be happy with that.
A really good performance on Netherlands for a 17-seeded team, by the way. 3-way
yeah.
FC on this map is still very difficult. Below 30 100s after all. And 14 100s combined for Japan. Not the highest, but again, they are kind of a bit short of players this weekend. I would say they are 1.5 short for now.
Yeah. But a shorthanded Japan still tends to be the strongest team in the tournament, and we are seeing it here. They're taking it to a team very well versed in this pool. Oh, this is a spicy pick from the Netherlands. We got Elevator. This is... I think they are basically picking the most missable maps in the pool now that No Mod 1 is done.
I'm surprised Hidden One is not the selection here. Not gonna lie. Alright. They're gonna be, every head's gonna be going because he hates practicing these other maps. So we see who's gonna be joining in for Japan. Which is gonna be an exciting one because I know Kantu also doesn't like practice these other maps. So probably gonna be Mai Ying. Mai Ying will be joining in for Japan. And
Yeah.
Netherlands still play with the three main players right now. Kokichi, Rightful, and DBG. Has been playing every single map in the match. Still gonna be the three playing this map. No hidden one selections. Go for low mod 4.
Yeah, I think this pick makes perfect sense. They're trying to make Japan miss, and it's not impossible, but probably gonna be kind of hard. This map is tricky, but it's not the hardest thing in the world, as long as you can hit an offhand doublet. Or if you don't even have an offhand, that's even better. So these Japan players probably have 2 onhands.
Definitely. I don't think we'll be seeing SS battle. Well, already gone. As DBG will be the first to define a mess.
This intro actually pretty tricky to keep SS through, but here we go. The map only begins now. These doublets, brutal to read if you haven't studied the map. You ever hear from your math teacher, you should be able to answer this problem if I wake you up in the middle of the night and ask you about it? That's the level you want to be at with this map. What's the first PI in No Mod 1? I ask you at 4 a.m. right after waking you up.
It seems like
You better answer.
it's definitely haunting the Dutch players. Couple of bricks from both TBG and Kokishi. In practice, this might be seemingly like a good pick, but honestly, I kind of question about this choice.
Oh,
I do believe
that's great.
HC1 would be the better choice, but there's still bricks from Japan, so not over just yet, but far from letting Dutch take that point.
Yeah, it does take, I'd say, unless you're a top reading team, it takes a kind of insane amount of practice to just be triple FCing this in match to have any good chance of it. It's just so hard to be consistent on. And Japan are making it look reasonable right now, but for round of 16, this is tough. Right for the only FC on the Dutch side. I also want to mention something else about this map. It says drop it like an elevator. There are so many things I would rather be in than a dropping elevator. Like, that just sounds dangerous, man. Maybe about as dangerous as this game is. Everyone hitting the first half of the outro.
My Angel Error finally picking up this match, being the highest accuracy so far in this map.
Yeah.
No SS still, but a 1-100 on this map is still as impressive. 2-100 on this map is still as impressive. 4 on Necromusia and 5 on my mind, and that is seemingly going to be the match point touched by Japan. Miss from TBG to seal out this map.
Yeah, very
Dropping like an
impressive
elevator.
scores.
Combos or dropping down like an elevator, but
Yeah.
there were more combos from Netherlands being dropped, and Japan 4th point.
Yeah, so Japan on match point now with the next pick. Something tells me that the remainder of this match is a bit numbered. Hopefully the Netherlands can prove me wrong and do something crazy. But they only have one more chance now. Japan, I don't know, probably going to pick like DT2. I can't imagine them having trouble hacking it. And the 6 mod flex maps are gone because for some reason Japan banned one of them. No mod 3 coming in. I'm surprised. That feels like something the Netherlands would be picking if this match went long. I am a bit surprised. I thought it was going to be DT2 for sure. I'm also a little bit surprised NL hadn't picked Hidden 1 yet, but it is hard for this week, so maybe they're not as confident.
I feel like HC1 should have come out on last week. I still believe on that, but no more 3. I think this is a pretty decent pick, honestly, because okay, against every other team, you would say no more 3 is a random pick, right? Like a weird random pick. But against the Netherlands, though, they actually banned no more 3 last weekend, and they're free. Okay, the try player has been playing every single map, Kokishi, Whiteball, and DBG. One of them kinda hates playing speed. Kokishi cannot single tap anything above 260. His score just drops a lot, so usually they will swap in someone else wanting to play to pick the trifecta for Netherlands. So we do see Strike Isa. Sorry for butchering your name every time you comes up. I know you taught me how to pronounce your name. I still did it wrong every single time. But he's a speed filler for the Netherlands team and ready in for no mod 3. Still though, I do believe Japan's roster is just slightly bit stronger, but against most teams, this is a random pick because of how easy it is, but I can see this being a good pick against the Netherlands.
Yeah, this is, I suppose, looks sensible considering the opponent, but they have 3 players that can FC this kind of map. So, I don't know, it does seem a little unusual to me still. I do think they're very advantaged on this, but I still think a couple maps like DT2, maybe even Hard Rock 2, I know not entirely a Hard Rock team this year, were just more advantaged, just the accuracy, like the high OD picks.
Just pick a hard map that also requires speed, like no mod 2 would be better. So yeah,
It's not really speedy, it's just tricky, but in a way that good mechanics just carries you through.
Yes.
Everyone hitting those finishers.
I should mention the same thing there. These finishers quite visible.
Yeah, hardest part of the map for me.
DBG will be the first one finding a drop. The accuracy of from Netherlands is definitely not as far compared with Japan. So far in this match, you see a bit of a speedy weakness from Netherlands, a tiny one though. If the maps get a lot harder, maybe we'll see it more clear. But for now, they are still touching Japan's back. One miss away from Japan. Just the last 20% of the map left. We still have one more chorus left. Here it comes. There's no more dance finishers. 50,000 points difference. All players has recovered to the combo cap, and there goes Whitefall and KPG, and there goes the Netherlands team. The chance of taking the second point off Japan is gone.
3 million on a no mod. That's pretty impressive. 4 100s from my Angel area, and that's 80% of their total. Nekomusha with 1. I'm actually a little surprised he didn't SS. This kind of thing seems right up his alley, but Ariha with yet another max score in this match. Really played and just probably player of the week. As long as he was on for every match, which I think he was. Pretty good showing from him. And great from the Netherlands as well. Taking a point off of Japan is an honor most teams regard at the level of like a top 6 or a top 4 in the entire tournament. Most teams would be about as happy to take 1 off Japan, and that is something that the Netherlands achieved today. They should be proud, but it is going to be Japan advancing to the winners' quarterfinals.
And I am Malaysia. I am the happiest player ever. Happiest pick'em player ever. The one genius who put 1 point on Netherlands to live in the Dutch. But yeah, also, Ariha did not play Normal 4. Just a small note there, because he kind of hates playing Normal 4. But that it's still going to be the final 5th point for Japan. 1 point for Netherlands. Still not too shabby, especially, actually...
Oh, amazing.
A great achievement.
Yeah.
Great achievement as well for low-seeded team, let's say. Next match though, it's gonna be as big of a seed difference. It's going to be Bulgaria versus Philippines. We have not been seeing Bulgaria having the full team roster to play a match just yet. So maybe this will be the match. Philippines also missed their best player last weekend, and that kinda spells doom for them in the last weekend matches and got upset by the Netherlands. Let's see with all their players actually show up to these matches.
Well, that's not the thing you want to be hoping for, but yeah, I suppose it is the case here. But we'll see you in about 25 minutes for that one. For now, thank you for watching Japan versus the Netherlands. I've been over to Hedge 2015, joined by Yonge.
We'll be seeing you in 25 minutes.
See you then.
嘘つきハート
Alright, hello people, welcome back to Osaka World Cup 2025. And we are not finishing our block just yet, because we're gonna be having another very big seed difference between Bulgaria, 32nd seed, versus Philippines, the 16th seed. Probably we have never seen Bulgaria in a World Cup before. I'm not too sure about other modes. I only know about catch and some standard, and I don't think we have ever seen this country. Actually, no, they qualify in OSU World Cup as well. But that one, no, that was Belarus. But anyway, Bulgaria finally make a team this year with two very strong players and a third supporting one. And unfortunately, they did not show up yesterday. So, well, not yesterday, but last week. Hopefully, they do show up this weekend. Same said about Philippines. One of their players overslept, and I would say that kind of causes the match against Netherlands, even though Netherlands played fantastic. And it's me and Bosch again.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, it's kind of funny to just see the kind of seed intersection here. We've got 117 straight into 32-16 here. Obviously, Philippines very heavily favored here, but I don't know. Bulgaria have decent players. They could figure something out, I think.
Yeah, so far right now, we only have two players short for Bulgaria. So, not too sure about their third. Hopefully, it's not going to be a forfeit again, or some of their players overslap, because we don't want to see that happening. But for now, give some hypes, give some power, give some energy to some of the remaining players in Bulgaria to show up.
We can spirit bomb Gyokon out of bed, I think. That would... surely that'll work. If we just, like, all want it badly enough, we can telepathically tell him, hey, you have a match. Get up, get online. You have to play Taiko World Cup.
Dude, this is like Dragon Balls. This is like
that's exactly
Dragon
what I'm thinking. It's I mean, TWC is like an anime. Have you seen some of these matches? Kind of crazy.
We still have not seen an anime character. Oh, actually, no, we have seen an
Shiba?
anime character. Yes, true. Shiba Matsu, definitely.
No, that is literally like final episode of the season type heroics that he pulled on that tiebreaker to get Chile past Russia.
For my arguments, I would actually put it like that 1 year, 2023 Taiko World Cup, Taiwan was the main anime character of the tournament. They win it by in the end.
DDDK, yeah.
DDDK, definitely.
Real ones know. Yeah, Taiwan versus Germany. Probably still the most intense single map of any TWC ever.
Yeah.
Just the most
like,
ridiculous TV situation.
Honestly, that was like an absolute anime character syndrome. And then also Stu literally helped the team to make it to tiebreaker by accessing the map. But anyway, back to this match. We are far from that just yet. Not in the grand finals, we're still on round 16 and also on the lower brackets. So Bulgaria, I would say they have two very strong players. Like I mentioned, Vasco 020 and Gyokon. Vasco being quite well-rounded outside of tag. He kinda doesn't play tag that often.
Yeah.
And then also Gyokon could be said about same thing, but Gyokon is more like your comfort, hidden hard rock flashlight player. Just memorize the map. He's really good at it, so he's also pretty decent at playing mods. The third, the Angel Love, has not logged in for 4 days, and I'm not too sure if he's gonna log in 6 minutes, and hopefully he does. But this player actually quite well-rounded. Practice a lot for tournaments especially, also usually play quite well on an HD pick, so kind of surprising to see him not around just yet. And then the last player, C128S. This player, unfortunately, I have not heard of that much. I've never seen this player play a tournament, but he sure is having their lifetime right now in TWC. Able to experience your first tournament in Taiko World Cup is such a big step ahead, but again, you need to fill in some of the skill sets accordingly.
Yeah, Philippines got just pretty good coverage. I think at this level, Josh Iko can play probably everything. J-Mac can probably play everything except maybe a couple picks. I don't know if he's so good on hidden, for example. Pachaco can play everything that isn't hidden very well. Just do not put him on hidden, based on a result or two from last week. But then for hidden, they've got Silicosis too, who's great. I believe Descriptic Cringe is also good at the mod. And between those two, they can usually find a third, right?
Actually, the hidden roster, I do believe it's Silicosis and Josh Eco, and Airy on the third. If it's slow stuff, Airy will be playing as a third slow HD player. If it is a speed hidden, it will be either Bosch, Pochaco, or J-Map. Pochaco or J-Map on third speed hidden. Or maybe they will even replace Silicosis as well, because Silicosis is not your speed reading guy. So it could be some more Josh Eco, so their hidden players is a bit on the slower side. So two very interesting players who prefer slow hidden and speed hidden.
Yeah, to be fair, the hidden this week, well, hidden one this week is very definitively a slow hidden, but I think hidden 2 we're only just starting to get there into the realm of fast hidden. 224 BPM is still like normal map territory, right? I think around 2 per mile, we're probably gonna have 250, 260, ramping up pretty quick, and it's, you know, hidden is really gonna add reading difficulty, but I'd almost say this week's hidden 2, the harder parts for a lot of people are probably the slower parts of the map rather than, say, the key eyes and such. Not for everyone. Most people are... I mean, a lot of people are probably solid enough on everything, but yeah.
Even I think because of the BPM speed up, I think this week's hidden 2 is easier than last week. Some may think that way. If their hidden is like skill issue and like slow hidden, like me personally. But Philippines is definitely not your skill issue a slow HD team, honestly. As long as all their players show up, and one of their players did not show up last weekend, so that makes it a very disaster moment happened in HD1 last week.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes that happens in TLDC, right? You have to play the slow hidden, and you don't play slow hidden, and
Goodbye.
hilarity ensues, or disaster, depending on whether you're playing or spectating. But
Yes.
yeah, Philippines still fairly well rounded. I think if all their players are present, they shouldn't have to force Pachaco to do anything that he shouldn't do. But
Definitely.
player presence might be what wins Philippines the match here, let alone gets them maps or points. Bulgaria, as far as we know, still only have 2 players available. I don't know what's the deadline. Is it 10 minutes past the hour or 15?
Yeah. They still have 120 more seconds to find their third player joining in.
We're running out of time, man.
Definitely the real running out of time. So give your voice to Fat Gio Khan or the Angel Love right now to show up at least. So we at least get some matches.
Yeah, hopefully we got someone just speed running all the way to their computer right now. But yeah, a minute and change, and this is looking unfortunate. Can only hope we're wrong.
Yeah, also about Philippines, outside of the Hard Rock roster, the Speed Hard Rock is possibly also missing a third player actually. They do have Pochaka and J-Mac doing quite well on it. Third, it probably comes down to Airy or Descriptive Cringe. And Hard Rock 1 they should be fine, but Hard Rock 2, Josh Eco and Silicosis, not really your Hard Rock 2 player. They have been banning our Hard Rock 2s from some community tournaments as well. So Philippines teams, Hard Rock players and hidden players are completely different different players. Not like there's one guy who can play both slow, hidden, or fast Hard Rock, and that makes it they're technically more a bit on the weaker side as well. But probably these are just up on the air because we might be not seeing a match happening right now, as we basically only have 20 seconds left for Bulgaria to show up, and we might not be seeing any gameplay coming up.
Yeah, we're down to a handful of seconds here. It looks like this is all but guaranteed to be a forfeit now. Looks like our referees have not found anyone, and there's 10 past, yeah. looks like that is going to be a forfeit. That means we have a win by default for the Philippines. The Philippines win and will advance to the lower bracket quarterfinals. Bulgaria will go out of the tournament.
And thankfully, this is the only WBD we found in this weekend. Portugal, despite having a lose by default last weekend, they somehow found their third just in time, around 2 minutes in the match. Like, thankfully, we got a match over here. Unfortunately, we cannot see Bulgaria, a very brand new country to show in Taiko World Cup. Hopefully, as time goes on, we'll find more Taiko players able to participate in the Taiko World Cup.
Yeah, for now though, I suppose that's it. The Philippines move on, Bulgaria does not. And that's us for now. We have Peru versus Slovakia on the IR at 16 UTC. That's about 50 minutes away. For now, Thank you very much for being here.
Hope you enjoyed the small 10 minutes of podcast. It's going to be a lot closer match in terms of seeding as well. As we come back at Peru versus Slovakia.
Yeah,
See you then.
See you.